What a wonderful day. So, good day, everybody. Commander High Money here from Guy Lightforce in Australia. We are now streaming live through our website, through Twitch, YouTube as well, and also on the CCP's Shit Talk. So, today we're going to be talking about sound therapy and our Nikola Tesla sound therapy chambers that we're striving towards building. We've had a major shipping company donate two 20-foot shipping containers to us, and that happened a few months ago. Our engineer, our plumber, and our electrician has gone in and engineered our containers so they can be utilised to do the work that we're now heading towards. Sound and frequency is absolutely everything that we are. It's actually everything that we're not, that we currently aren't as well, when you have a look at the bigger picture. So how do we get together to get the people together so we can crowdfund this? It's going to cost $10,000 for each shipping container to get fitted out. That is after the mass amounts that we've already poured into them to have them engineered into the state where they are now. That's including painting the outside of them. We're not even going to bother putting our logos or anything onto the outside of it. We're just going to put a great big picture of Nikola Tesla with lightning pouring out of him up the side of it. And knowing that we're heading towards this is absolutely something that's really amazing. I'm quite humbly proud to be able to do the work that I do, to be able to channel this very significant man, one of our ascended masters, and to be able to bring in the designs and the technologies directly from this chap here, using right frequencies as well. What we're going to be doing is our sound studio now that I'm sitting in front of right here is currently running set frequencies to help a couple of our members that are extremely ill. Now, if you know what right frequencies are, and you know how they can be stacked, and if you know the history of Nikola Tesla, we have got the collaboration of some amazing information here that we're pouring into it. Yeah, excuse me while I have a look over here and say g'day to the TikTokers. So what we'd like you all to do is, if you can hear what I'm talking about and it interests you, please share this live so the information gets out. We've got a major shadow ban on all of the social media channels apart from YouTube, and I think we're actually experiencing one here too by the looks of it, so who really gives a crap? We're going to keep working through this together, and we're going to keep moving forward. So our Tesla healing chambers and our sound therapy studios are going to be starting to work together. We've got a couple of our Gaia Lightforce commanders of frequencies that are now beginning their initial stages of training on how to do all of these things. One of them is going to go up to Sydney to Commander Samantha as soon as we get this sorted out. The other one's going to remain in Melbourne, and then it's going to travel with myself. We are looking at having somebody donating a container truck to us. If this, all fingers and all toes crossed, and we're manifesting it into reality, if this retired container vehicle gets presented to us for us to utilize as an organization, this is certainly going to change everything, because this caravan of love and hope that is our mobile recording studio will be attached to the rear end of this container. There will be a fold down ramp at the end of the truck that'll fold up onto the back of the container system, and a ramp system so people in wheelchairs can access it as well and get them into our container. Now, this container is going to hold a sound therapy bed that will be set up like the old school, what do you call it, tanning beds, yeah, where people with disabilities can come in and lay down into this and be infused with frequency. We are utilizing our gift from our wholesale crystal supplier at the moment, where we have a 50% discount. So we're offering all of our crystals back to the public at a discount of 40% off the recommended retail price as a redistribution and a great big thank you. So the way that it's working in that is 60% of that becomes GST, and 40% of that 10% markup, which works out to pretty well nothing, becomes an income source for Gaia Light Force. And we're going to start running it with an ABN behind it so we can actually do this legally in this very illegal country. As we all know, tax is fucking theft. I tend to swear a little bit too. If you can't get over it, we may need to go somewhere else where the light and fluffy bullshit artists will talk to you and shuffle decks of cards in your face, because we're certainly not that here. We have some really awesome projects at hand right now, and we're calling in for everybody else's support. For people that are interested in this, I'm going to tell you now, if you come and join Gaia Light Force, we are going to put a donation up to enter our healing chambers of $50 per hour of accessing it. That includes all of the frequencies being stacked, so you can move away from where you're sitting. Not only that, but we will give you your own personal file that'll be hidden in an online drive for you to access through the access codes that we'll give to you as well. If you look at the bigger picture, your membership gives you access to our services and our containers. And the more people that come on board and learn how to utilize these technologies, the better off it's going to be for everybody else later on. What we're presenting to the world now is something that I have strategically worked on alone to develop it and to be able to channel the information to finally bring these technologies forward. And we are going to be sharing it with the world, members first only to start with. So there's a whole heap of us. Now, as these containers go around this country, we're going to be, out of the $50 from each person that comes through, we're going to be paying $50 plus GST to ABN holders who can come and help man these technologies. It's really simple. All you have to do is search through our list of frequencies. The frequencies have been harmonized, they've been re-regulated and regenerated, so they come out as oscillating, harmonized, pulsating frequencies, which means the slow and steady delivery of them over a 1 hour process. It takes 15 minutes for the frequencies to enter each water molecule within your body. Yeah. And then after the water molecules have entered into your body, they then start shifting through every single molecule in your system, changing the frequencies, pushing out your energy center blockages where dark matter remains through trauma and all the rest of the things that generate these dark and negative energies, and bring forth illness, discomfort. We're bringing comfort back into people's lives now. And knowing this, as I said, it's an honor to be now walking equally with our other commanders. People have come along and thrown whole handfuls of monkey poo at me out of the world fucking circus. And has been a bit overwhelming at times, but to be able to keep walking forward, knowing that the people are coming, and they certainly have now. Our members, as I said, are training. They've gone from zero knowledge base into the knowingness of absolutely everything. And to be able to, for me to be able to sit back and see that as people are now evolving, they have left their insecurities behind. They're standing there now with full security in knowingness, and the knowingness of whom they actually are and what they are and why they came here. They're remembering who they are, and they're stepping up into the light. That's a pretty amazing thing when you think about it. Knowing that people have had really tragic lives, people have put on weight because they've chosen to protect themselves with a soft, fluffy protection coating. People have undermined themselves and continuously self-sabotaged as well, and throughout life, because that's what we're programmed to do. We're not programmed in this lifetime to believe in ourselves. So now we're stepping out of that realm with the assistance of quantum field psychology, the knowledge and the deep-seated knowledge within our hearts that we're born with. This is actually encoded into our DNA. And the more people that are coming into the basics of quantum field mechanics and knowing how the threads and the fibers and everything, the fabric of the universe are all connected, we're learning in a rapid way together as a united group, bringing the Christ consciousness forward and working together as remote viewers. Our people are already remote viewing and healing their homes. Last night we did a massive presentation For it was only limited people, but I'm talking about massive because of the information that was then put out to our group of people. They cleared their energy centers just within the knowingness and being present with what we're doing here together. And they cleared the energies of their home at the same time, their families, their pets, their food supplies, and their water supply. Everything has been blessed at 10,000 hertz after that. So now the reality for them is everything they've got in their home, every time they go to bed, contains a 10,000 hertz frequency, which decalcifies a certain gland up in our head and opens our heart minds up to be able to receive the higher informations. So if you feel like you need to just follow me around on TikTok, you've made a very big mistake in that, because this is about as far as what I'll talk about. But the YouTube channel, well, that I'm feeding live through now and directly through Twitch, Rumble, and our website all at the same time, this is where we start to really talk about these energies. This is where we start to assemble our united group of beautiful people to be able to start doing this work. Excuse me while I keep looking away over here, people, and the people over here while I keep looking away over there. We've got a couple of camera systems running at the moment to get all this going, live on TikTok as well, and I think to our Facebook group too. So the reality is this: you can go directly to our website and watch these live feeds. You'll get notifications of them. And because they're all now running through our YouTube channel and our Twitch channel and our Rumble channel, and hopefully through our Facebook channel as well, if that link's worked. That's only a new account on there, so we're still waiting, I think, 50-something days before we can go live directly there. I'm not interested in that either. I'm more interested, and so is our members, at getting this message out across all of our social media platforms. And sorry to say, TikTokers, this one here is going to be shut down really soon because it consumes a lot of everybody's time. Now, I'm just looking over here to address the TikTokers. You people here are continuously distracted from your ascension processes. If you're going through battles deep inside yourselves right now regarding anxiety, depression, all the other wonderful things that everybody's pretty well just suffering with at the moment, well then, you're doing it through your own free will. And at the end of the day, if you believe that staying in a 3D place, scrolling through a screen, having a very limited focus and attention span, well, you're far from right. And you can drop off if you want, if you're hating me now for saying what I've just said, because I'm not here to put you down. I'm here to wake you all up. So the fact of the matter is, our healing chambers are now going to be starting to get produced slowly but surely. And each one of those memberships that come through, all of our members are first priority when it comes to our healing chambers. If you know somebody that's ill, get them in, sign them up. We can start doing the work through meditation to start preparing these beautiful souls and their bodies and their minds and their emotional baggage for release of the third density and everything that everybody has suffered and endured and been trained to go through during these processes. Yeah, it's pretty hard to know, isn't it, that we all got fucking lied to continuously from the moment we were born into this place. We've had our, excuse me while I just get this camera over here set up. That's a bit better. Now I can stare at it and sort of stare at everybody at the same time, which is a bit cooler, isn't it? So there we go. That's a lot easier for me to communicate this way. Now, everybody can see me and I can look straight ahead. Cool. So, oh, don't pay. Oh, here we go. So here, see this guy here? Kamal Chemo Chems. You're black banned for a reason. Your heart is full of hate. Why don't I just take all of your emails? I think I will, and publish them to show people that this is exactly the bad attitude from a 3D demanding mind that couldn't be patient, talks all over the top of everybody. And this loser here, got to say it for what it is, it's not hate speech, threatened our staff and threatened our women in our administration while I was sleeping, while they were running our email accounts. So there it is there, woman hater, you disgusting toxic male. See you later. And I hope one day you come up to me and you try and continue with your physical threats that you had towards me, because I'm going to take you and hand you your fucking life-hating ass, you toxic prick. Get out. Excuse me. As we all know, I'm quite real. Quite real. Guy's not on any timeline but his own. Now, there's a lot of really toxic people out there. Excuse me, all our viewers. Just got to see that. This chap, as I said, we don't tolerate this rubbish. The 3D violence of this woman-hating, horrible, horrible, toxic person here, Kamal Chemo Chems, yeah, with K's, KKK. It sort of says a lot at the end of the day, doesn't it? Absolutely hates everything. We don't have time to be dealing. Everybody had to see that. You can't see it on the YouTube channel, but I'm sorry that this idiot came in and started spewing his toxic rubbish stuff out here, yeah? And oh, here's another thing that I'd like to address as well. So the one and then truth here, you're just going to be muted just a little bit to stop you seeing that there, yeah? So stop everybody from seeing it. So it's sort of, yeah, that we need to give our hearts to Jesus because he's God. This sort of totally encompasses what I'm talking about here, about the fake educational system and the indoctrination into the evil brotherhood of Satan, Lucifer, Baal, and Moloch. Plus all those other dark entities out there. You see, our Christian brothers and sisters will fight because they've been programmed to, and they feel